Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. This is Akshay. It's good to see you and it's even better to be back. Alright, let's talk about the Apple Watch. Now just to give you guys some context, I've been using smartwatches for the longest time now. Before I got my Apple Watch Series 1 back in May of 2017, I was actually using an original Pebble steel. But eventually the company got sold to Fitbit and they were going to shut their servers down, so I decided to upgrade to an Apple Watch. Hey, listen, this device right here, this is not a phone. Neither can replace your phone. And while it still can do a lot of the things that your phone can also do, doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be able to do all of them without any problems on this tiny screen right here. Sure, you'll be able to tell your friend on why the new Hellboy movie is so bad using your watch, but it's going to take a whole lot longer. The best way I describe an Apple Watch to anybody who asks me whether they should get one or not is that this is an accessory. This is an add-on, if you will. And if you're gonna splurge out for a more expensive body material like ceramic or titanium or even the steel variant, this will also be a piece of jewelry for you. Now, never in my 3 years of using this thing every single day have I ever put a case or a screen protector on it, and that has had its consequences. Now, my watch is banged up bad because like every other watch that you're going to wear, it has hairline scratches all over the screen, have dent, nooks and paint chipped off the body, and it's rather delicate. Now, it will get all of those things because like any other watch, it will get scrapped against doors, it will hit the ground if you're gonna take a fall, it will constantly brush against your keys every single time you put your hands in your pockets, or just hit the wall while you're trying to maneuver through a tight space. And depending on person to person, it'll either be adding character, adding personality to the device that you own, or an imperfection that you're itching to fix. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, the design language of the Apple Watch is rather similar across all the different variants. Right up from the starting point, the Series 0, the original Apple Watch that was released back in 2015, up to the new Series 5, they look very, very similar, with just the exception of the Series 4 and the Series 5 where they have a larger 33% display on the front. But apart from that, just with the exception of the Series 0, all of them support the latest version of watchOS 6. Now, obviously, there are trade-offs like not every single feature being available for all the different variants. Things like hearing health, some of the newer watch faces are not available on older variants like a Series 1 or a Series 2 because obviously it doesn't have the same amount of processing power, the same amount of resources to run those new features. And that is okay, I believe. A watch that was released 4 years ago is still receiving the latest update by a company is rather satisfactory and a big plus in my book. The things that you're going to be doing on this tiny screen are not going to be big, intensive tasks. You're going to be using your phone for all of those things. On a day-to-day basis, the watch is basically going to act as a way to quickly get the small things done without having to pull your phone out. Right from glancing at notifications to changing tracks on your phones, tracking a workout, looking at the time, maybe quickly replying to a text or answering a call while your hands are busy, and so on and so forth. You're not going to have entire paragraph-long conversations on this, and you're not going to check all your email on this thing. And for those daily use features, even though I'm using a rather old variant of the watch, those things get done. They're a lot slower, sure, but I don't miss a notification or I cannot not track a workout on this thing. I can do all of these things and they just take a tad bit longer to do. And considering that I still retain most of the functionality that the newer $400 base Series 5 offers, I'll refrain myself for paying that amount till the time I don't absolutely need to, till the time my watch starts dying on me or it stops getting updates. Now, the battery life on this thing is something that has for sure taken a hit. It's not what it was when I originally got it, but that's pretty obvious. Anything and everything with a battery with a decent number of power cycles on it will be unable to retain its original charging capacity. The battery life on my Apple Watch can just barely make it through the workday for me, especially if I use it to track a workout in the gym, and I do have to pop it back up on the charger once I'm home. Listen, the point that I'm trying to make here is that if you're on the market for an Apple Watch or if you're on the fence for one, whether you should get it or not, my suggestion to you would be absolutely go for it. I love mine, I wear it every single day, and I miss it when I'm not wearing it. I think it's a rather brilliant accessory to add to your phone. The way the watch neatly integrates itself into the entire ecosystem is simply brilliant. Now, I absolutely love the little things that it can do, and I think those are the most underrated features for the watch. Whether that's acting like a flashlight, or unlocking a computer and putting the system admin passwords all across the operating system, or just acting like a remote for the Apple TV. It's freaking genius and I love it. Like the first time I did not had to enter my admin password on my computer to install something and could just press the side button on the Apple Watch to give it permission. It blew my brains away. This is the kind of convenience that make me go gaga for tech. Now, considering the Series 3 is being sold for around $200 brand new, or even $150 during sales and deals, I genuinely believe it is a pretty good deal to enter the realm of smartwatches. The Series 3 is still snappy and retains majority of the functions that the more expensive Apple Watch has to offer, and will also continue to get future software updates. Obviously, if you don't mind spending the extra cash to get the latest and the greatest, the newer features, the bigger screen, and an always-on display with fall detection and all that new fancy stuff on the Series 5 will also serve you rather well and for a longer period of time considering it's a newer device. And that was it. That was my experience after using an Apple Watch Series 1 day in and day out for about 3 years now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you are watching this video after it popped up in your subscription boxes, thank you so much for not unsubscribing till now. It really means a lot. I really want to be full force back on YouTube, and I can't wait to produce more content. If you like this video, make sure to let YouTube know by hitting that like button down below. Also, I'm curious now, do you actually own an Apple Watch? And if you do, what is your favorite feature on it? Let me know down below in the comments, or you can just tweet, DM me, wherever on the internet at virtually Akshay. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Live long and prosper.